We knew it would be a big challenge because there are so many locations. And today, Marseille and Paris look quite different from it did 200 years ago. But we were able to find specific locations for each scene.
We were so lucky to be able to work in 3 different European countries.
We began shooting in Paris, and that kind of set the scene, really, because obviously so much of this story is set in Paris. It really allowed us the opportunity to kind of sit and feel that history, within the story. And some of the locations that they found for some of the external kind of townhouses, transforming a very famous square into like the early 1800s was just sort of magical, really. We then moved to Turin in North Italy. I've never been to Turin. Italy is one of my favorite countries in the world. Some of the best food, some of the best wine. And we did a lot of the interior work there. And then we moved to Rome, which of course is one of the most historically rich cities in the world. Again, I'm blown over by the wonderment of the scale and size of some of these buildings, some of the intricate decor that adorn the ceilings and the floors and the walls of each of these buildings has been eye-opening and wonderful.
And now we're in Malta with beautiful Mediterranean landscapes.
This is my first time in Malta, and again, I'm just sort of floored by its beauty. You can't help but feel very, very blessed and lucky to be, in the middle of November and the sun is shining. As an Englishman, I'm not used to this. I never take it for granted how lucky I am to be shooting in these particular locations.
Some very, very beautiful and rare places. When you come into one location, the next day you're in another that are just even more beautiful and even more fantastic than the day before.
The fact that we were able to shoot in real beautiful monuments and not to shoot it in a studio in just one place. Even though it's logically challenging, it helped us to really get into the adventure and really live it completely. And I'm sure that for the audience it's going to show and it's going to make it very special.
We spent so much time as location scout, but I think it pays off. I think this TV series has enormous production value. It's cinematically spectacular.